Hi, welcome to JJ's Productions. So I've got another Hitman 2 video. This time we're in the Isle of Sgail and we're doing Silent Assassin suit only on Master difficulty. So I've finally got this one done and it won't be long now until I release a whole bunch of different content for Hitman 2, so I'm glad I've got this out of the way now. So I've really enjoyed Isle of Sgail. It's a very unique map in the sense that it feels like Paris from Hitman 2016 but a lot more secure. So I can't wait to actually play a bit more of it, because I think as far as the maps go, this is the one with a very unique design in the sense that it's all sort of, there's loads to explore but you can only get into certain parts of it with disguises on, so I can't wait to actually have a good walk around with the disguises now. If you haven't already heard me mention it in previous videos, I always do SASO routes first, so it means that I don't go wandering around in disguises to begin with, so it tends to limit my first playthrough in the sense that I don't see a lot of the map, but just from what I have seen, it does look like the most fun, so I can't wait to get into it. So from starting location, I bought a briefcase along with me, and inside I bought any random gun. I've also bought a lockpick with me, so those are the two items I bought along. We're immediately going up here and we're going to pretty much get the gun out straight away and leave the briefcase because we've got no other need for it. So we're going to walk around this little corner and we're going to pick up a brick. We're also going to drop the briefcase and take the gun with us. From here we're going to climb up this pole. At the top of here there's a little window we're going to climb through to get into a barracks area. Once they're in the barracks we're just going to walk through there and pick up a blueberry muffin. It's a fairly simple start, but it's quite interesting how you find your way here because there's a load of places you can actually go from here. I actually end up going this way, which is creeping around the edge of this little area, but there's a stairwell just to the left and I actually went up there at first thinking that might be a route, but it turns out this is the most efficient way of doing it, shall we call it. So I sneak around here, make sure you pick up that coin, that is very important. So shut the door, there's a commemorative token there which I pick up. I'm going to take cover and I'm going to throw the commemorative token up the far end of the room. That splits these two up and it means I can knock one of them out. So I'm going to use the soda can to knock the male out, and then I'm going to sneak up behind the woman and knock her out with just a general close-up takedown. The reason is we're going to use this area as a quick way to get through to Sophia later on. So if we've got two enforcers in here, it just makes the whole thing 10 times difficult. So instead we're just going to knock the two of them out. Not to mention the Zoe kill isn't going to happen until about the 4-minute mark, so there's no need to rush, so we might as well take two people out. So we're going to pick up the commemorative token again, and we're also going to pick up a set of keys. Now you don't necessarily need the keys because we've got the lockpick, but it is there in case you want to use them. So we're going to go up these stairs and we're going to go straight into this foliage here. I would take your time for the fact that there are two enforcers there. They won't turn around and have a look unless you run. So my advice, just take your time and walk, or crouch walk, should I say. So give them a few moments to just go through that little area, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take a gun out of the inventory and we're going to place it down inside this doorway. You might have to change your shoulder to actually position it, but once you can, place it down inside and then get back in the foliage. The gun will stay inside and that's the kill set up pretty much. So I've got a coin out, and as you saw there's a cage just above us. We're going to throw a coin and Zoe Washington will walk underneath the cage. We're going to shoot the cage and it will fall on top of her. Now I don't think I've used instinct at this point, but she's quite a way away at this point, so I am going to skip ahead until a guard sees the gun that we've placed. So see you in a moment. So as you can see, Zoe's walking this way, she's got a bodyguard with her. As soon as she sees the gun, she stops. The bodyguard will go to pick the gun up. What I would do then is what I'm doing, which is line up the coin throw to be in line with the cage, and as soon as she sees her, throw the coin. She'll turn around. As soon as you know she's turned around, line up the shot, use the minimap to know when she's underneath the cage, then shoot. It's a fairly simple kill. There is a bit of waiting for it, but I found it the most efficient way of taking her out. So from here, we're going to go back the way we came pretty much. You can run through that area, you don't have to crouch, but as soon as you get here you will need to crouch. Now time this ladder climb quite well, because one of the guards does turn around and if they see you on the ladder you will get caught, so just time it as well as you can. Once we're up here, there are 2 guards that do stand in this little area, so make sure you time that run as well, because this timing is quite good, but if not you will have to adjust for enforcers being on the patrols. Go and jump down here. Again, we're using the foliage as cover, and we're going to climb a pole now. So use the foliage again and then climb the pole. We're going to go up 2 levels, so there is an opportunity to go on a ledge here, but we're not going to take it. We're going to go up to the next level. I actually did mistake it at one point and went up the 3rd level, so that was quite an interesting detour. But no, we're getting off on the left side of this one. Now, there will be an enforcer who could potentially see you at this point, but they will not see enough of you. So just continue going to the left and you'll be fine. You also have to jump across at this point because for some reason it's not a straight ledge, but no big deal there. Now at this point I would advise you to wait. Now I didn't, but I would advise you to wait because you've got to make sure you can climb through this window without being seen. And there's an enforcer who does walk over and stand near, well, just underneath that chandelier. It's not that you can't wait and there's no actual problem, but there is a chance someone from downstairs will look up. It's not that they'll catch you, but as you can see there's just a little bit of suspicion building and it's not ideal. So my advice would be wait just on that little balcony where we were and wait until he's moved away like he is now. You'll have plenty of time to do what I'm doing, which is sneak around, grab the Fabergé egg, go through the door, shut the door, and then we're in the room. So this is where we're going to kill Sophia. We're going to throw the commemorative coin up in the corner. We're going to take a brick, one of which we've picked up, and as soon as one of the 2 guards goes over to investigate the noise, we're going to knock them out. There's a closet behind us and we're going to put the body into the closet. We're also going to pick up the gun as well, just so that the guard who we're going to subdue next doesn't see the gun. There is a camera right above where the guards are as well, so we can't just throw the brick and knock them out because the camera will detect the crime. So instead we're just going to have to wait and lure the guard away. So as you can see, we've picked up the gun. The guard has actually moved. That doesn't always happen, it's got to be said. The wrong guard actually went. Usually it's the guard on the left who goes first and then the guard on the right goes, but they swapped around this time. So usually you will have to throw a coin again and then the guard will go up the corner. So I got lucky there, but it doesn't always happen. So both guards are in the closet, they're both out of the way. I'm going to hide both guns up this corner, and that's this kill pretty much set up. So there isn't a lot to deal with as far as... we're essentially now just waiting for Sophia. So pick up all the goodies that have been dropped. I would also make sure, because I didn't at this point, make sure you pick up the flash grenade, because that is very important. So we're going to shoot the surveillance, that way we don't have to worry when Sophia's in the room. And we're just going to wait now for Sophia to walk in, so that takes about a minute as well, so I'm going to fast forward once again. So I'll see you in a moment. Well, I got that wrong. I honestly thought that Sophia was going to take a bit longer, but hey ho, just a funny little waste of time for you. Anyway, as soon as she's left, all you got to do is step behind her and shoot her. We are going to drag a body so that it can't be found, and to do that we've got to go through this door here. Now whatever you do, do not go through this door before you've killed Sophia, otherwise you cannot get back through. Also, don't do what I was tempted to do then, which is throw the body out of the window, because as you've shot her, she will be found, so do not throw the body. Instead, drag it in this room and a body will not be found, or at least it won't be if you go through this route. If you take too much time, maybe someone will wander in there, but if you go this way, it won't be found. So, climb through this window. We're going to go all the way to the edge of this building, or this corner, and then we're going to go round. They do give you the option to go and find the constant and go and assist with his extraction, but honestly that is just way too complicated for an SASO route, so just don't try it unless you've got a really good plan in mind for getting to him. So as you can see, I'm just walking on the ledge and I'm going to drop down at the bottom of this stairwell, so just here. At this point we are going to get the flash grenade out because we need to get by quite a number of enforcers. So this is the most efficient way I've found, because otherwise there's always a risk that one of them will see you. So you're going to have to line this up carefully because they glance this way even though they aren't really looking this way. So the enforcer levels are quite high. Once you get a chance though, throw the grenade and you go and run into foliage. You aren't going to try and go through the door, you're just going to run to cover essentially. So at this point the two enforcers aren't blinded and they're going to walk off to see who threw the grenade. However, because them two are wandering off to find out who threw the grenade, someone is going to come down and try and check out what's going on in the area. So you've just got to bide your time. As it turns out, the two civilian NPCs, they go back to normal. They're like, oh, okay, no bother, just a flash grenade, nothing to actually stay scared about. And the enforcer, the guard, he will just walk away and go and investigate something towards the left. At that point you can lockpick this door. At this point I was a little bit bamboozled, I will admit. I wasn't sure what to do as far as getting to the next area because I knew where the exit was. You can see the arrow there by the ladder, but for the life of me I could not work out how to get down a level. So I was just sort of going, well hang on, it looks like there's a pole there, I should be able to shimmy along that, and then I see that NPC enforcer there, and yeah, I just got into a bit of a panic because if anything I knew I was close to exiting, so I thought, okay, I'll try it again, maybe there's a way to drop, and no. So I get there in the end because I think, well hang on, if I'm going that way, maybe there's a way toward behind me as such. But with that enforcer just getting a little bit curious about me, I thought I'll just wait a second, I'll make sure he doesn't catch me. But yeah, this is a lot more tense. I think you can actually see when I worked it out. So yeah, this was quite amusing watching it back, to be fair, but as soon as you do it you'll beat me time because all you'll do is see the pipe, you go down, and it's quite easy getting down there. I'm actually a bit disappointed how long it took me to work it out. At this point you do have to climb down into the little elevator shaft and you have to shimmy along to the left. Now if you could get by that first area without the flash grenade, I would actually advise using it now, but it's not too hard to get through without it by any stretch. What threw me here was there's a guard roaming, as you can see, and even at this point I had a feeling that his route or his patrol pattern was very short. I knew he wouldn't go off and wander away for a bit. So I got the muffin out and I was thinking, can I try and lure him away or can I do something just to get rid of him? But as it turns out, it's a bit of a waste of time trying to get rid of him because it's much easier just sneaking around. And it's only when I realised that his pattern was so short, I took a gamble. So he's going to go on one more cycle, I'm afraid. But just while he's continuing that, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave us a like. I'm going to crack on with doing the challenges for Mumbai, Santa Fortuna, Whittleton Creek, and of course Isle of Sgail. So there will be plenty of videos coming up in the next few weeks. I would like to know from viewers what you prefer, if you'd like me to do the assassination challenges or if you'd like me to split them up so that I'm doing them on Wednesdays and I go back to doing roulettes on Fridays. If you could let me know, I would appreciate it. But my gut at the moment is telling me to get as many challenge videos out of the way, so if you want a roulette, leave it in the comments, but otherwise it's going to be the assassination videos. Other than that, I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope to see you again soon. This has been Josh from JJ's Productions, and until next time, bye for now everyone.